Question everything for the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, we must save the black community. Yes, we must save the black community. No different from what they were saying about they must save democracy. Well, that's not our plight. Saving our community is our plight. And in doing that, we must strive for reparations. Similar to how all y'all went out and pushed for Kamala Harris and advocated for Kamala Harris and endorsed Kamala Harris to the point of $1 billion that she had to be able to have spent on her campaign. That $1 billion could have been utilized to bring vocational schools back to our communities so that way our children can grow up learning the journeyman trade in order to be productive in society to bring back small businesses in our communities. It was a million things that we could have did with that $1 billion that was wasted on a campaign that was allocated and funded to Kamala Harris, allegedly, to just not win. We could have did something very positive with that money in our community to help our people out. That's just the real reality. But see, this is what happens when you got your affairs in the wrong light of what it's supposed to be to when it comes to dealing with your issues as a nation, as Aboriginal Negroes of America. And in turn, we didn't save the black communities. We too busy with this crackatoshas on our brain when it comes to this country and everything they tell us through mainstream media to the point where we're following them down the drain to our own demise with this save democracy. We don't have to save democracy. Democracy ain't in existence. We are. That's why we're flesh and blood. We're living beings, not a construct, not some crap that somebody brought together in the form of wording the state that we are all under and a part of that don't exist. But we do. The black community actually exists because we are the ones that make up the black community based off of us being there, living in it, dwelling in it, what we call ghetto slums and hoods. Democracy is something that fell on us. The republic is something that vanished. So at the end of the day, when you look at the amount of endorsements that Kamala was able to give out to celebrities and everybody else to not win the campaign, to not win the presidency, goes to show we just got our affairs upside down and inside out when it comes to being Aboriginal Negroes of America. And we need to get on code. We need to get on code like yesterday. We need to put our differences aside to get our justice. See, we are the only people in this country on our own land as POWs, enslaved to Jim Crow, to you name it, Holocaust, massacre, and genocide. We are the only ones on this land that are owed for crimes against humanity by law. There's nothing else we should be talking about. There's nothing else we should be dealing with other than saving our own black communities, other than saving our own nation of people from being mass incarcerated due to lack of resources and lack of opportunity and lack of benefits. We can change that if we just get on code and put our differences to the side and deal with the fact that we are owed justice from this country and many other countries in the form of reparations. Reparative justice is owed to us. We're not asking, we're not begging. We're pushing justice. We're pushing law. Just like they utilize the law to manipulate us in a sense of private prisons. Private prisons don't sound like something that you want your loved ones to be locked down in. But yet still, it's happening every single day in the form of mass incarceration, where our people get mass incarcerated more than any nation in the world. And this is not by accident. Get off of mainstream media and mainstream news that's controlled by the colonizers and start getting into your own investigative research of why your people is in the boat that they're in. It's not rocket science. It really ain't. You can't be massacred, Holocaust, and genocide by a people and then pass down to their inheritors and then don't know why you are the face of all destruction. You are demonized to a level of being degraded to a level of ratchetness and degeneracy. This is not by accident. Because at the end of the day, I keep telling y'all, the federal census of ethnic arrests still say you ain't the ones committing the most crimes in America, but yet still you the face of it. Why do you think is that? Well, these are the bases of never being liberated, never pushing for what really is owed to you through justice. So that way you can get liberated, and that's reparations. Get on code. Put down your different attributes and different thoughts about yourself on who you think you are and deal with what they see you as. And then come together and deal with that. Because we all know what they see you as. Black folks, colored people, you name it. But they don't see you as the doctors, lawyers, pharmacy workers, Walmart workers, you name it. They don't see you as that. They see you as what we wear every single day. And then it breaks down into the following. So with that, own it. Own the fact that you a melanated person. Own the fact that you black. Own the fact that you are seen as colored. Own the fact that we are the aboriginal Negroes of America, the true American you know what. That way we can take back our history, take back our land, take back our culture, take back our identity, and get liberated, separated from those that passed us down as property to their inheritors to maintain our suffering and our oppression. And in order to do that, you got to unite your colors, not divide your colors. Your bangers that's out there, your young bangers, come together. You're allowing justice from their behalf to mass incarcerate you, but you ain't allowing their justice by law for crimes against humanity that's owed to you to unite you to get the justice that is owed to you in the form of reparations. And you need that desperately. Just look at your communities. Well, until you ready to unite, until you ready to organize and stand on one accord, on code, with the fact of the matter that we owed by law, regardless of how anyone feels or any other nation feel or what they think, we are owed by law for crimes against humanity. Until you stand on that, then we stand in ghetto slums and hoods together. We stand as the face of mass incarceration, prisons all around America. We stand in a position of destruction. Until you ready to stand for justice that is owed to you, then we stand for poverty that is given to us through generational poverty based off of what's been done to our ancestors, forefathers, and now us. And with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.